Hello there, and welcome back to Satisfactory Years. We're back on good old Satisfactory, ready to continue our little playthrough that we've been doing on the Boosteroid platform. But before we get too far into it, you know what we gotta do. We gotta talk about Boosteroid, that's it. Uh, Boosteroid Cloud Gaming. So should you wish to hear it, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be talking about some of the features and some of the other stuff to kind of pay attention to what you're looking out for, that kind of stuff, as well as getting help and whatnot. Just kind of just the everything like usual. Um, Also, before you click off, should you wish to sign up for Boosteroid and get a subscription, if you use the link down in the description below, that will help you do that. I do thank you because that does help out the channel. Anyway, all right, everybody ready? All right, let's do this. Okay, so Boosteroid. What is Boosteroid Cloud Gaming? It is a service that allows you to play your PC games on any device. This includes mobile devices such as cell phones, tablets, iPads, I guess you could say, um, as well as smart TVs, desktops, and laptops. You can play it on pretty much any of those devices as long as you have a way to connect to the internet stably and with a good, strong internet connection. Because it does take a lot of internet in order to use Boosteroid. So my average when I use Boosteroid is usually about around 90 to 100 megabytes per second, with latency around 50 to 60. That's usually what I run, as you can see in the top left there. This is kind of the overlay when you have the overlay up. And I've got the show statistics option on here as well. So yeah, this is just the Boosteroid overlay. And should you, just as a quick little reminder for a lot of people, or in case you don't know, if you're using Boosteroid and you ever want to close out a session, I'm bringing this up now because it's on the overlay. What you want to do is you want to bring up your overlay either on the browser like I'm doing, which I'm using a PC in order to play this game on Boosteroid, which I know it's a little bit weird, but it's how I do because it's my only device. But yeah. You bring up your overlay or you don't bring up your overlay yet, but yeah, what you want to do is you want to be in game and you want to save your game, of course, and then you want to quit your game. And when you quit your game, you're going to be brought back to where you signed in order to play in the first place, and that's going to sync it, and then you're going to exit Boosteroid via the session, the end session button, which is over here on the overlay here, as you can see there. You're going to click this. It's going to ask you if you want to end the session, and you either click yes or no. They ask that if you are using a browser, please do not close tabs, because it's hard on their system as well. So yeah, they ask that you please don't do that, which we are using a browser. And if I move my mouse cursor to the top of the screen, you will see that we are within a browser. We're using Firefox, as we usually do. We're using F11 full screen mode, basically. So you press F11, it brings up full screen as if you're playing the game. That way you don't have, a reminder that you're using a browser in order to do that. And I think the apps do that automatically anyway. But yeah, as you can see, we are in the game, and we are playing on Boosteroid here. So I'm going to bring up the overlay real quick just once again, and we're going to go over to the main website. So when you sign up or sign in, this is what you're going to be greeted with. This is the main page. As you can see, any games that you've added or ones that they've added, which they've added the free games to mine, will be shown up first. And you'll see a few advertisements here, of course, on the main page as well. But yeah, you can go ahead and go over to the library. And you can search up their giant list of games. They even got Lethal Company. I bet that was a popular ask because that game did get very, very popular. So they got it on here, which is really nice. City Skylines 2 and all that stuff. Just tons and tons of games as well. And if they don't have a game, you can also request it as well. And if it's requested often enough, it will be added. But more than likely, you're not going to run into that issue, at least unless you play some weird, I don't know, some weird back alley game. I'm just kidding. But you play some game that not a whole lot of people play, you might run into that issue, but more than likely you won't, because like I said, they have tons of games. You can scroll forever. They have tons and tons of games on here as well. Should you have PC games to play, of course, on pretty much any device, which is nice. So yeah, you're going to notice a couple different options here. Sorry, I'm a little bit slow today. I'm very, very exhausted from all the holidays and stuff like that. You're going to notice a few different options here, a few different things. Also, you don't have to install any of these games. You do not have to install them on your device, so you don't have to worry about that, because you're going to be playing the game over via the internet connection, not necessarily you're going to be using your device to even play the game. You're only connecting your device to a computer that's more than likely halfway across the planet, depending on where you live, through a server. They got tons of servers all over the planet, like tons of servers. There's a lot. Um, so yeah, hopefully you have a server near you that you'll be able to play these games. Um, and there goes my train of thought. We're back. We're okay. Yeah. Like I said, you're going to notice a few different type of options here. You're going to notice that there's the Epic logo on some of these games, and there's the Steam logo on some of these games. So the whole thought with that is, um, when you go to play these games, you need to own them on either Steam or Epic, and that's basically what this is. So a good example is SnowRunner that I love to use. So I'm going to click the little search icon here. There we go. I thought I clicked it, I guess not. We're going to type in snow. As you see, there's two different versions. You need to make sure you click the play or the plus when you're adding it to your library. That's what the plus icons do. In order to add it to your library, you need to make sure you add the correct one so that when you click play, it takes you to the correct it takes you to the correct application in order to sign in. So whether it be Steam or whether it be Epic, you need to make sure that you're playing the one that you own the game on. So that's the whole thing with that. The other thing is, with these, is you're going to notice that there's free games and there's license required games. Both of these require you to have a subscription to Boosteroid in order to play. The reason that is because you're still using their servers and their hardware in order to play the game. So if you say you go to play, I don't know, Genshin Impact, for instance, even though that game is free, it's free on PC. They also have the mobile version, of course. But any game that doesn't have the mobile version, stuff like that. But yeah, that's you're still using their computer in order to play that game. So you're playing the PC version on whatever other device, I guess, even on a PC there too, if you want to go that route. Yeah, that's pretty much what that means. License required means you need to own the game in order to play it, either through Steam or through Epic. And if you don't have the game and you'd like to purchase it, they do have also an inbuilt store as well called Fanatical. You can click on this. It'll take you to the Fanatical store, which maybe they have some deals that Steam and Epic don't. You might find games here. When you do buy the game, and you're not sure how to activate those, because what you're going to do is you're going to get a game key, which is basically a string of numbers and letters. And there's both how-tos on here for Steam and Epic on how to activate those game keys, should you wish to go that route as well. But yeah, that's pretty much that. The other thing to note is that with the games, third-party software and mods is not supported on Boosteroid. They want you to play the game as intended. There's a few exceptions to the rule, though. Games like SnowRunner, for instance, have a built-in mod manager that allows you to download your game so you can continue your saves and stuff like that, as well as other games that have the mods workshop for Steam. Those usually get downloaded automatically. Not in all cases, but they get downloaded automatically too, because it'll recognize those aren't installed on the current machine that you are using. So that's the only place where mods are supported, because they don't have access to your personal files on your computer, so they're not able to access that. And cloud saves, like I said, are very, very important because cloud saves is how you're not going to lose your save data. So if you want to continue a game, whether you played it on Boosteroid or not, you're going to have to make sure that those cloud saves get synced. That's what I do anyway, just to be safe. I quit the game as if I'm on it normally, on my PC. I quit the game, and then it takes me back to the login, which I own it through Steam, so it's going to take me back to the Steam login, and then I'm going to, and then that's going to sync, and I'm going to make sure that syncs, and then I'm going to end the session with this little button up here. This is so that I don't lose save data. But should you run into an issue, which is a few issues with certain games, like Dyson Sphere Program, for instance, if we click on that, there it goes. My system's a little bit slow today, apparently. It's really slow today, jeez. Come on, load faster. There we go. Okay, so you're going to notice that certain games like Dyson Sphere Program don't have cloud saves available. And you're sitting there thinking, well, what happens in that situation? Well, they just recently implemented this. I think it was about a month or two ago, which is really awesome. Is that if you do have a game that doesn't have cloud saves available to you, you will have to start a new game. But starting that new game, you're not going to lose that save data, because that save data, if you hover over here, your progress is saved on Boosteroid servers. So that's a really, really cool feature about Boosteroid, is you will not lose that save data on games like this. So you don't have to worry about losing that save. So we could play Dyson Sphere Program right now if we wanted, which we probably should eventually, because of the new update, but yeah, we won't lose that save data once we've started a game. It's saved automatically, which was really nice of them to do, to be able to, buy that kind of storage as well to save that. And with most games, the settings are saved, as far as I know, as well. Not all games, though. Games like Satisfactory, for instance, for some reason, I don't know why it's not working, but that's just the way it is. So yeah, let's go back to the main page here, and that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about as far as the game side. We've covered the games, we've covered the types of games that are out there, the store, we've covered the save data, all the save stuff that you need to know, and stuff like that. Now we're going to kind of cover what happens when you run into trouble, if you run into bugs you need to report, or you run into issues, you have questions. You don't necessarily have to have an issue in order to have questions. So, and there's a few different ways to go about all of this. So, one of the main ways is to click on this little question mark here, which is going to bring up. Yeah, my internet's really slow right now. I don't understand. Probably because I get the game session open, but usually it's not this slow. Yeah, whatever. Like I said, you still need to have a strong internet, but. As you can see here, we've got the help center here. You can type in your question up here, and it will search through these articles, or you can search through these articles normally if you like. As well as there is a chat service button over here in the bottom right. As you can see, this is on the main page, so you can go ahead and click this. And then you just follow the on-screen instructions, and that will get you connected to a live chat service agent in order to get your problem resolved. So that's one of the other main ways. So that's one. That's two. There's two other ways. One is in the pinned comment down below the description. In the comment section of this video, you will find a pinned comment with a link. You can click on that link, and it's basically an email address. So, so you got that. Should you need help through that way as well. And if we close that, there is one more help, and you've probably been seeing it on here. Is it this one? Yep, Discord. So they have a Discord channel that you can join. You just click the little take part thing, and you'll get if you have Discord, you will get an invite code link that you can go join their Discord server, and they do giveaways. They have like articles and stuff you can read through to get help. You can also find other players. If you love gaming with people, you can find other people to game with, stuff like that. They got constant moderation with the devs and of Boosteroid and stuff like that on there, so you can get help through them. Tons of different ways. So, yeah, and it's really nice to have an awesome customer service base, which is really, really good. So, They've helped me through any issues I've had. And I'm not going to lie to you, I have had a few issues with Boosteroid in the past, um, and they were swift to help, which was awesome as well. And that's pretty much that. So that's all the help section. Let's go ahead and go over to. Oh, and one other thing, something I didn't talk about is when you do sign up for Boosteroid, there is this little icon up here. This is the internet test, and basically it's a speed test to test your internet connection versus their servers. They allow you to do that so that you have all the information before you purchase a subscription, so that way you can test your internet connection to see how well it does during a play session like this. And you'll probably notice a few different things. Something I don't talk about often anymore is the latency is a big one. If you have high latency like I do, you might have a slight input lag, but 50 to 60, maybe 70 is not all that bad. The only problem with latency is if you're playing like competitive multiplayer. That might be the only issue. If you play competitive multiplayer games, you're probably going to want that latency down as low as it can go, like 10 or 20. Something really freaking low. But it's hard to get that kind of stuff because you are going to have latency in milliseconds. You're expecting when you go and play this, you're expecting it to play like it plays on your PC. Well, that's not necessarily always going to happen depending on your internet connection. That is the major thing of this whole deal, is the internet connection as well. If you have a low internet connection, what you're going to end up running into is you're going to end up running into lag. You're going to end up running into the input lag. You're going to run into stuttering and stuff like that too. So in order to use Boosteroid, you need a pretty decent internet connection, especially if it's wired like me. I'm playing on my PC. I have a Ethernet cable, but you're not able to do that with mobile devices, so make sure you have a good, strong Wi-Fi connection as well. And you need the 5 gigahertz when it comes to Wi-Fi. 2.4 is not strong enough because you're expecting a lot. You're just like, well, I can stream videos and movies on my device. It's like, yeah, but that's a one-way street, though. When it comes to streaming movies and videos and stuff like that, even YouTube, it's pretty much a one-way street as far as I understand it. When it comes to Boosteroid or cloud gaming in general, it's a two-way street. You're not only receiving, like I'm playing this game right now, I'm not only receiving the video of the computer I'm using in order to play this game, I'm also sending data out, basically my inputs. The inputs that I use for my mouse and my keyboard or controller are being sent out across the internet, halfway across the planet for me because I live in the US. They're based out of the Ukraine. That's where most of the computers and all their hardware and stuff is. But they have servers in the US, they have servers in the UK, they have servers pretty much all around the planet for you to connect to as well. But yeah, that's pretty much that. That's how that goes. I'm sending out, me moving my mouse around, I'm sending that data out across the internet within milliseconds, and I'm receiving back the results of those inputs within milliseconds. Pretty crazy freaking technology, if you ask me. And I've always been fascinated by this cloud gaming technology, and got picked up by the Boosteroid team. I'm only a partner, so I have no significant role within Boosteroid. And I get, I'm sure people have often wondered, why do I support Boosteroid? Why do I, advertise for them and stuff like that? Am I getting paid? No, I am not getting paid by Boosteroid in order to make advertisements. The only reason I advertise for Boosteroid and I use their service and stuff like that is because they help out my channel. They allow me to post my channel on their Discord, as well as they allow me to, or they support my channel by promoting it. So really awesome of them to be able to do that, especially my small channel. I don't see any other, I don't see any other companies going out and doing that with small channels and stuff like that. Boosteroid's the only one I've ever heard about. There's a few of us actually on Discord that have, not on the the thousands of subscribers side, more on the hundreds of subscribers side, and yet Boosteroid still supports us, which is really awesome. So thanks to them for doing that kind of stuff again and again and again, and continuing to support us, which is really awesome. So yeah, there's one more thing we need to cover. We're gonna go back over to the web page here, and we're gonna cover pricing. Okay, so here is the pricing as well. Don't worry, we'll get into that message in a minute. Um, well, we won't really get into it because I don't really know what's going on either. But yeah, we'll get into that in a little bit. But yeah, here's basically the pricing. It is in euros because they are in the UK. So this Ultra is coming soon. Uh, this has not been implemented yet, but this is basically what you come to expect. Is you're going to pay a bit more. You're going to get the high end virtual machine and the ray tracing, and then the up to 4K and 120 FPS stream. Um, if you pay just a bit more for that, but yeah, and then this is the standard. Yeah, even if this was available, I'd still tell you if you are starting out and you're not really sure to expect, your internet test's good. You have games you want to play on some different devices and stuff like that, but you're not really sure which plan to go for. Even though this is not available, but let's just say this is available. I would still go with the standard, the 1 month standard, just to get a feel for it and get a feel for what to expect and to make sure everything's going to work. So if something doesn't work out, it's not that big of a loss. Or if you end up having a ton of issues and stuff like that, and you what do you call it? You are able to get a refund. It's not that huge. It's not that big of a deal as well. So just to err on the side of caution. As with everything, this isn't just with Booster. This is with everything, obviously. Is to always err on the side of caution. That's how I live my life anyway. But yeah, this is the 1 month payment. So this is €9.89 a month, which equates to for US is about 10. It's about 10.80, $10.80 a month. So that's about what it equates to. As well. And if you would like to purchase a 12 month, you can click this one. And this is $7.49 a month, but you don't get charged monthly, you get charged yearly. Because it's a year. Backed by popular demand, by the way. They did go with the 6 month one, and then so many people wanted the 12 month again. They said, no, 6 month is too inconvenient. Please do the 12 month because I like paying yearly. So that's what they ended up doing. Was they brought back the 12 month, which is €89 a month. This equates to just under $100. I think it's like $97, $98 maybe, somewhere around there. Anyway. It's been a while since I've done the translation between euros to dollars, but yeah, it's just under $100 per year, one-time payment. So, and you get the basic virtual machine, so what everybody else gets, pretty much, and you get the 1080p stream with the 60 FPS, which for me is just perfect because I use a television as a computer monitor, so it's only 60 FPS, 1080p, anyways, the max. So that doesn't bother me, and that would probably be good for most devices. Cell phones 1080p is pretty darn high because you're on a tiny little screen. Same with tablets and stuff like that too. So, but if you're running with a big TV, that can do better than 1080p, 60 frame or 60 is 60 hertz, isn't it? Yeah, something like that. Um, you might run into an issue where this isn't good enough and you want to go with this one. But for most cases, definitely run with the standard because that's what you're going to get. And yeah, so until January 15th, it seems. Yeah, we have the lack of availability. They've been getting a lot of people getting subscriptions to Boosteroid recently, so they've been growing quite a lot. That's the reason for the change in pricing recently. Um, because they've been getting a lot more. Hopefully, eventually they'll have a free option. That'd be nice. And I hope they never change this 1080p 60 FPS and go lower quality. Um, Also, the one thing that does, you're probably wondering, if you're asking yourself, Well, why should I go with Boosteroid and not go with somebody else? Go with the other competition or anything like that. Um, the one edge that Boosteroid does have over the competition is completely and unlimited, no matter which one you purchase, whether it be the 1 month or the 12 month, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same with the Ultra as well when that comes in. That it is completely unlimited gameplay. You can play for as long as you want, 5 minutes or 5 hours, it doesn't matter. Once you're connected, like we are here, playing this game. Once you are connected, you can play for as long as you want. There is no limitations on that time, as with their competitors. They've got like 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, stuff like that. It's just like, why? I guess that's just so they can make more money. Um, and also, Boosteroid does pride itself on having or on owning everything. That's why they don't have a free option, is because it's just not in the cards right now. For them to have a free option is because they have to pay way more than their competitors do, because they don't want their competitors. Most of them will rent the servers around the globe. They rent the servers. They rent the hardware that the people are using, computer wise, and stuff like that. So they have to pay way less when it comes to that kind of stuff, and they make a bigger profit. Boosteroid prides itself on owning everything. They own all their computers. They own all their servers. And stuff like that. So they want to own everything, which is pretty awesome of them, to be able to go that route. It's like it's not as profitable, but once you have, what you need in order to run forever, then it's not going to be so bad. Plus, they have some of the top of the line equipment and stuff like that. So they have, uh, awesome computers over there, awesome gaming machines that are way better than mine. I'll tell you that much. We have tested this with a few different games. We're running my game and running on their PC as well. The same game, same save, and all that stuff, and it ran better on their machine, which is really awesome. But anyway, that's pretty much it that I wanted to talk about as far as Boosteroid goes. Hopefully they get this fixed. And by the way, like I said, they are based out of Ukraine, so they are going through a whole thing right now. I'm not going to get into it because I'm not going to take sides on that issue, and we're not a political channel, so we're not going to get into it politically either. But yeah, so if they do have issues and stuff like that, they are going through that whole thing. So give them a break. In my opinion, give them a break, right? Uh, Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about as far as Boosteroid goes. Let's go ahead and get into the actual gameplay. Show you guys what this is. Now, my stream is a little bit down today. I'm guessing it's because of my internet connection. I did test it before I started the session, and my internet was a bit down as far as FPS, as far as megabits per second. I usually do around 100, and I'm doing around 50 to 60, so that's why it's lower in the stream FPS and the decode FPS stuff. And you can see the latency. Latency is about the same, but as we normally run. But anyway, yeah. As we get started here, again, thank you to Boosteroid for allowing me to be in the partnership program, especially being a small channel. Again, can't thank you enough. They've done so much for me and my channel. So. Yeah, that's why I promote them. Anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and get into our game here. So, last time we were on here, we were making what you call it, a factory. That's it. Sorry, we were making a factory over here. And again, apologies for kind of the, I guess, unprofessionalism, if you want to call it that. I know. I'm still new to this kind of stuff, for one. And for two, it's one of those situations where I'm just coming off of the holiday season and stuff like that, so everything's slowed down. My brain's not working like it should. We've got iron plates. We've got screws. As you can see, I'm all over the place as well. I mean, that's kind of the norm anyway. And we've got reinforced plating being put into here. Oop, the overlay's being a bit weird again. Or not the overlay, the control. That's the if I had to say anything about Boosteroid, and they say they allow me to be honest, so I'm going to be honest about it. Obviously, I'm going to be honest about everything because I'm not one to support a product that just is absolutely horrible, which they're not. So, um, but if I had to say one thing that Boosteroid could improve on, is the improve on the kind of the takeover of your control for your mouse and stuff like that. This might be only on keyboard, or this might be only on PC that you run into this issue. But when it comes to games like Satisfactory, games like Raft, where they have a little bit of a different than expected UI system, and especially with Satisfactory, Satisfactory has a very complex UI. It's very outside the norm, and it needs to be that way. There's no other way it could be. It has to be that way, because that's just how the game is. Boosteroid doesn't know what to do in a lot of situations, and I'll give you an example here. If we hit O, and this is not a dig at Boosteroid or anything like that. I'm not bad mouthing them. I'm just saying this is what they could improve on if they could. I don't know if they can because I don't know how I don't know how that whole system all works. But if they could improve on this, this would be awesome. But with the complex system of Satisfactory, as you can see when I move my mouse over here to, let's say I wanted to type in something in that search bar right there. See what I mean? It really doesn't like it. It does not. There we go. I am able to type it in eventually, but Boosteroid is not happy when it comes to that kind of stuff, as you can see. And hitting the escape key, hello there. A lot of games, kind of almost require you in a way. Maybe not require, but it's very convenient to hit escape, to escape the UI, and hit escape to pause the game, stuff like that. That's the other thing is Boosteroid does not like when you hit escape. See, it says hit escape to take back control. To take back control. Yep, just like that. That is one of the things that Boosteroid could improve on, is the way it handles you playing the game. Because when you hit escape, as you can see, nothing happens. The game kind of goes, oh, you're not control over the game anymore. As you can see, move my mouse around, nothing. If I really want to pause the game, I gotta hit escape twice, and then I gotta click back into the game because it's basically like alt tabbing essentially. And if I'm in a menu, I can't just hit escape to get out of this box. I have to hit escape twice, click back in. Maybe it's only a problem on PC. That'd be my guess. Is it's only a problem on PC, but games like that, or games like Raft, where the UI is not normal. It's a very strange UI system. If Boosteroid could be a little bit better at controlling your game and stuff like that, that would be awesome. Maybe there's some customization options in there somewhere that I've missed, but as far as I know, it's not really. It's just how it is, unfortunately. That's okay, though. There are ways around it, and stuff like that, too. But anyway, did we complete this last time? I think we did. 20... Where's 25 at? I think we completed the calendar. Yeah, we completed the calendar, because there's 25 right there. And again, can't escape. But, yeah, that's the only thing. And they do tell me, as well... Oh, there we go. They do tell me as well, it's like, hey, be honest, not many companies would do that. They'd be like, no, you have to, you have to say only good things about us, and you cannot show anything bad, and stuff like that. And it's just like, no, then I'm not promoting your product, because what if it does have issues here and there? I want to be honest with my audience, because not only is the credibility of the product at stake here, my credibility as a YouTuber is at stake as well, so. That's that whole issue, which Boosteroid understands that, which is really awesome. They're just like, oh yeah, we just the only thing they require me to say is just the tips and stuff they sent me. It's like, here, we want you to talk about this, we want you to talk about that, please, relay this to your audience and stuff like that. Things like that, which is really good, because that gives me stuff to talk about. So I'm not going to know everything about Boosteroid all the time. They're the ones that are going to know, so they tell me what they need me to talk about and stuff like that. And they're like, other than that, you don't have a script. We don't have you saying anything. So yeah, just go ahead. It's really awesome. I always talk about this almost every episode, but we're always getting new people in all the time, so I gotta let them know what's up. I need to put wood in here, I think. Trying to figure out what to do as well. I think we need to make stuff for phase 1. That's the next step. Need to be using tab there. We did complete. No, we did not complete. Yeah, we're not going to complete that because January 6th is the cutoff point, as far as I know, for Ficsmas. So Ficsmas is getting ready to end here pretty soon. Unfortunately, this game's not gonna. This game's not gonna get there, but that's okay. That's okay. Maybe next year. Maybe next year. But yeah, like I said, I am all over the place. So. Anyway, let's get this factory done. So basically, last time, now that I'm kind of a bit more focused here, last time we had completed that factory for the reinforced plating. So we need to combine the rotors as well from last time. This is over here is where we're making the rotors. We need to combine this rotor factory with that reinforced plate factory in order to then make those smart platings. Because that's how you make smart plates. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wrap this back around as well. We're gonna wrap this back around. Oh, let me go get some reinforced plates. Because basically we need to create a kind of dumb factory, I guess you could say. Continue to make dumb factories until we can make the factories I want to make. Or maybe we should start making the factories I want to make. Let's see. Let's check. Have we unlocked the map yet? Yeah, we did. Okay. I just scanned for sulfur by accident. Scan for iron. 2,000. This is a person playing 2,000 hours of Satisfactory. Right, iron ore. Need to zoom in here. That's an impure node. I need a pure node. That's what I need. Or something of that nature. Let's see. What do we got over here? Isn't this iron? Or is this copper? This might be copper. I wonder why the scan didn't pick it up. This is a pure node right here. Okay, perfect. Alright. So we need another... so basically my plan is to take this pure node and we're going to make a rod, or like an iron plate factory and stuff like that too. I guess kinda. Eventually. So basically we're going to start moving out the rod factories and the iron factories and such, and start turning those into or start moving those over to different factories. So like over here, like this factory, we're probably going to recombobulate this one and turn it into a let's see, what is this? This is a pure node. And we got to mark 1 on it. We do not have it overclocked because we did not need it overclocked at the moment. We need to be careful about overclocking stuff because we're very limited on power right now. So yeah, so basically I think what we should do is we should probably just take let's see. We'll probably just make a belt here. See, what does it take to make a oh. Let me grab a couple stacks of reinforced plating. production. Let's put down an assembler. So reinforced plates, we need 30 plates per minute and 60 screws per minute. No, that's not what I wanted. No, I wanted smart plating. There we go. One reinforced plate per minute and one rotor. 2 rotors and 2 reinforced plates per minute, which we should be making that. This one's making 5 reinforced plates per minute, so that's good. But yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards just building on the sand for a little while longer. Until we can start being able to maneuver ourselves, I guess. Or should we, before we complete phase 1, should we start moving factories into actual positions, like whatnot? I'm trying to, like, maybe we'll build like a mega smelting factory around here for iron and such. It's like we could do. That's going to take a lot of iron plates, such as well. Have we unlocked? Look at all this. Sorry, this is just a big mess. I'm trying to think of how I can clean it up a little bit here. Yeah, we just don't have the power in order to be able to support anything more than a couple of machines. So, yeah, the power situation does not warrant. We need to get into coal power first before we think about making mega factories and such. Because I want to have, in one spot, I want to have like a factory that makes iron ingots, and then another factory somewhere else that makes copper ingots, and then another factory somewhere else that makes steel ingots, and then another factory somewhere else that makes iron plates, and another factory, and so on and so on and so on. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to make we're just going to make some quick factories here. What I might do, this might be a bit, no, stay on page. And that's the other issue. I don't know if all of them do it, but the Firefox has Control W as a closing the entire window type of deal. And if I hit leave page, what's going to happen is it's going to close out my entire gaming session. So you got to be careful with Control W. There's no way to change it, as far as I know. So yeah, we'll put this factory like right there. And then we're going to put we're going to put a box in front of it. So yeah, just got to be careful with that Control W there. I know this is kind of a bit weird the way I'm doing this. Usually I like to build on. I thought that did not line up with the machine at all. Oh well. It's only temporary. It's only temporarily permanent. It's fine. Oop. So what we're going to do is we're going to run a power line. I'm just going to run a power line to here. And that's there. Okay. And this one's going to be smart plating. We're making more than 2 rotors per minute, right? Yeah, we're making 4 rotors. Okay. So we'll have extra. So then what we'll do is we'll run a belt here from this box over this way-ish. So I gotta kind of... we can get this like right on top of the sand. Yeah. Yeah, this is how I play the game. Okay, so we gotta go that way-ish. is how I play the game in the very early stages of Satisfactory, because if I don't play this way, we'll be here forever. We'll never get anywhere. Oh, by the way, yes, I do have Lumen turned on. In case anybody's wondering that. It does slow down the game a little bit, but I'm okay with that, to be honest, because Lumen is awesome. And it doesn't matter how good your machine is, Lumen is always going to affect it. Lumen, if you don't know, is the global illumination system that Unreal Engine 5 provides, which is really nice. We're just setting up a belt here. I don't like to usually do super long belts, but unfortunately for right now, this is what we got. Because we are very limited on what we can do at the moment. I want that to rest. Yeah, right on the sand. It looks beautiful. Shut up. I'm just lazy, okay? Go this way with that. And yes, we are also at the Boosteroid colors too. If you're wondering why everything's kind of blue and purple, is because we've got the Boosteroid colors going on, which is really nice. Yeah, hopefully you all had yourselves a great holiday season with the Christmas and the new year into 2024 and stuff like that. This is my first video of 2024, huh? Yeah, this will be my first video of 2024. Very nice. So yeah, this will bring the reinforced plates over. That way I don't have to do it by hand. Just very slowly rating with our plates. I know they look a little bit weird, but this is just because of NVIDIA. It seems that the computers at Boosteroid have NVIDIA cards. Because we have NVIDIA DLSS, which is automatically enabled, by the way. Which causes a little bit of artifacting and stuff like that. Which is fine. It's just a graphical setting. The only way to fix it, as far as Satisfactory goes, is to... Oh my gosh. Okay, we gotta fix that. Can we fix that? Boosteroid, let me have my options. Video. Yeah, see, they have NVIDIA DLSS. We're going to turn it on to none. And then click apply. We'll see if that fixes the weird artifacting issue. It did not. Made it worse, actually. Really? Huh. Usually that fixes it. Let's try TSR. Oh, I know what's happening. I forget. For some reason my settings don't save. Please let me have this. Thank you. Click apply on that. Oh wait, that didn't help either. That will help with the game's stream though, because it's trying to go higher than 60 FPS. I bet. my TV monitor only goes. Could go TSR. Let's try TSR. See if that fixed it. They've been. This is a fault of the game, by the way. Oh my gosh, TSR is even worse. What the heck is that? Coffee Stain. Coffee Stain Studios, what are you doing? I don't think I've ever seen it this way. I guess NVIDIA DLSS is the best. Because we can't go none. It doesn't work that way. We'd also upscale it if we want. Just yeah, click it on to quality. And navigating the pause menu. Boosteroid just hates it. So, well, never mind. I was gonna say that's a little better, and then it just got worse again. I just won't look at it for too long. We're waiting for the plates anyway. Um, but yeah, once the plates get here, it'll start making some smart plating for us. We can type in what is it? STAT, which is stat FPS. So you can show the game's FPS here. Yeah, it seems like they're having. They might even be having some issues here with the stream as well. I'm having internet connection issues. They're having internet connection issues. It just nobody's doing good on this stream today or stream. Well, I mean, technically it is a stream, even though I'm recording. It's a stream of a game. Yeah, because I'm not even using my PC to play this. So. Of course, my PC would be performing just about the same as far as FPS, because it's just how it is. Yeah, usually it's about 45 to 50. Now it's like, no, it's barely reaching 40. My guess is that whole peak hours thing. Because I did get thrown into a queue when I first joined. I was just like, huh, they must be getting no more customers. Huh? So now that we're waiting for that, we could try to get the sync up and going, I suppose. So that's going to be under, well, Caterium. We need to get Caterium going. We need to make Caterium wire, which is going to take 50 Caterium ingots. And Caterium ingots. Yeah, Caterium ingots. It's 3 Caterium ore per ingot, so now we just hit. Let's get out of that. We can hit the N key again and take 3 times 50. We need 150. I could have just done that, I suppose. Shut up. So we need 150 Caterium ore, which we do not have. We only have 44. So we're going to need to go mine some. What do I have in my inventory that needs to go here? Probably these leaves. This. This quartz. We don't need that quartz anymore. Just my inventory is just full of crap. Okay. Yeah, we're still doing good as far as capacity. So I know where we can get some Caterium. They might have. Can we scan for it? We can. Alright. Let's scan for it, baby. Yeah, I knew it was going to ping me to that one. It's the closest. Oh, there is one. There's one over here. Where's that at? That one might. This one might be more manageable because this one. That one might be covered in stuff. Actually, we should probably bring power up there and production. A miner. Oh, let's get a bit of concrete here. A little bit of lag. Yeah, I don't know why. My internet connection is just not doing well today. That's how it goes, though. That's how it goes. So I know where that Caterium is. That's up here. And what we'll do is we'll set it up and then we'll bring power poles back. Because it's up on that. I don't know if it's up on that cliff face or the next one, but it has been a while since I've been over here. They might have changed. I know they've changed some things in this area. As well. I remember this hill. I remember the very first time I tried to get a truck to climb this hill, and it never would. It's too steep. There's our Caterium. Watch out for the big guy. Caterium. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get a portable miner first. So production, equipment workshop. One portable miner, please. Okay. So I want to aim this to the south, because that'll put me on grid, or at least on the direction of the grid. It's like that. Well, I'm facing it to the north, but you know what I mean. Put a foundation down. Actually, might even put a 2-meter on top of these, just to get it a bit higher off the ground here. No. And let's go with straight up 4-meter there. Might even just do straight up 4-meter. Remove all this. Just do 4-meter, zoom it across here. Right up to the machine. That'll be cheaper. Okay, let's go ahead and set this up. So we need to put down a smelter. It's going to be under production. Again, apologies for me being so slow today. Yeah. When you're on the holiday season and stuff, it does take a bit out of you. Dealing with family drama and all. you guys know how it goes, right? Luckily, you hadn't had to deal with too much this year, but there was a bit, and it emotionally drains you. But it's still a good holiday after all, or overall. So hopefully you guys had yourselves a good one as well. Didn't have to deal with too much. So we need 45 per minute. I actually want to overclock this and see what's the max we can do. So 112 per minute, so that'll take this, which is doing 120 per minute, so that's perfect. So we'll do a Mark II then. It's a bit high. Is it? Yeah, it is a bit high, but no, I'm not going to be able to make this shorter because it's not. These are not on the same grid, so which is unfortunate. But that's okay. So we'll just run that directly in. So that's going to bring us in our Caterium ore, turning it into Caterium ingots. We're doing 37.5 a minute. So then we need to put down a constructor. Actually, we could maximize this. From what? Oop, I'm pressing all the wrong keys here. There we go. Yeah, actually, we could. We could maximize this just a wee bit. What's the most this will do? If we were to overclock this fully, this will do 300 per minute. So then we take that, what was it, 112.5? Let's see, what would be the best way to set this up? Put it in smelters all the way up to here. And then we go that way. Maybe. I'll just put down a few building pieces there. production. Wait, it does 300 per minute? That's more than we can even do. Oops. That ain't gonna help. Wait, no, that's 100 and... Wait, what? No, that is 300. Okay, yeah. I forgot. 120 is the most we can do. The reason is because of the belt speed. The belt speed is our limiting factor. As you can see over here, 120 resources per minute. That's the most we can do. So it'll just have to be one belt or one machine. We'll expand it later. How's that sound? Yeah, I'm just looking for a nice relaxing time. So right there. And then, yeah, and then constructor. Right next to that. So, and then whack this up to max as well. Or max this one up, max this one up to max. Whack it up to max. There we go. 112.5 per minute. And this one's putting out 37, so Mark 1 is all we'll need. To go into that one. 37.5. Oh, right. We don't have that unlocked yet. We need power. So we'll just, yeah, we'll just do that. We'll do that. And we'll pull power over to here. And yeah, we'll just go down this cliff side here. Just about like that. It's a very long wire. Oh! That's gonna hurt. Ow, my knees. There we go. That's going to turn on power for those, and then we just need to wait for enough ingots, which was 50 ingots. So let's go ahead and head back up there. Okay. Over here, I'm going to put this in here. Just get rid of it. So yeah, we're going to wait for 50 ingots. I'm just going to stand here and wait. That shouldn't take too long. A couple of minutes and we'll be there. So let me wait for 50 ingots and we'll be back with you shortly. Oh no! We ran out of power. That's okay. Well, we got our ingots anyway. See if we can make that into a 50. Oops. Seven. All we need is 3. 2. 1. There's our 50. We'll just put the rest of these back in there. Yeah, while I was waiting, which didn't take more than a minute or so, we ran out of power. So that's unfortunate. I'll have to go check that out. Also, this belt was Mark 1 as well. So it's like, why is that not getting enough? It's like, oh, that was Mark 1. Oops. Hello there. Thank you. Now let's head back and check on the power, see what the heck's up with it. Okay, here we are at the power. What do we got? What do we got? What's wrong? Out of fuel. All right. We got plenty of fuel still over here that we had made. We'll just max out that. Let's fill everybody up with fuel again. Yeah, look at it. Like it's just like up here. I guess one of them already went out, and then that one, and then just slowly dropped. That's okay. Let's fill everyone up with 200. I have to go back and grab some more here in a second. Almost jumped though. Get everyone fueled back up. Should have probably checked that before I started the episode. Hopefully I'll remember next time. And hopefully next time will be a better episode than this one is. Unfortunately I'm out of time, so I don't want to piss them off. You do not want to piss them off. People know what I mean. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Something like that. Okay. Now we should be able to turn everything back on now. There we go. Power is back on the menu, boys. Whoops. I want to actually do that. There we go. Okay. Alright, now that we got our 50 ingots and we were forced to come back here anyway, we can go ahead and unlock Quickwire. Just under the Caterium tree. Very nice. Okay. Caterium Electronics, we'll wait for that. But yeah, now we can make Caterium wire. So we head back up there. Okay, and back up here we are. My entire PC is just slow today, isn't it? Sheesh. The heck. And we turn that to Caterium. So that needs 12 per minute. We can do 30, what was it, 37.5? Let's go ahead and max that out. Can we max out this machine entirely? Oh, perfect. Okay, we can do 150 quickwire a minute, which means we can put a Mark 1 and we can sync quickwire as well as having a full stockade of it. Or full stockade. A full stock of it as well. So, pretty darn nice. Alright. And all we have to do is just run some power. I'm going to put up a new power pole. It'll just be easier. Back to that. And off she goes. We are now making quickwire. Oh god, that's going. That's just going, isn't it? Alright, so what we can do here, there's a nice little trick as well for the beginning of the game. So we can go organization. There we go. And we can just kidding. As we can put down a container and put in the. It's actually going to be faster than the belt, but that's okay, I think, because this output doesn't matter. But we'll put a Mark II in there, so it starts filling. So even though the machine's doing 150, we're doing 120 per minute right here, and we can't go any further that way. So we'll have to flip either a 90 or 180. But we'll go over here to special. We'll go to awesome sync. We'll hit H on that to lock it in place. Just so I can get it where I want it. Get it with the nudge. Perfect. Can we move it over? What about... Nope. Okay, that's as much as she'll go. Or as close as she'll go there. And then we'll do a Mark 1 belt coming out. So that we always have a... Now, you could do this with a splitter, I suppose. And that would also work. But me, being, running the numbers, if you've got 120 quick wire coming in, and you've got 60 of it being pulled out, you're basically still running. So yeah. So basically, you're only taking half into the actual sink that you're making. So then your box is always full, and you don't have to do you don't have to do a splitter or anything like that. Now these sinks do cost a lot of power, so do be careful on that. But yeah, now it's going. So now we're sinking quick wire, and you're gonna watch the numbers fly up, kind of. I mean, it kind of fly up anyway. Do I have the screws? I do not have the screws. I was gonna put a store up here, but I don't have the screws for it, so just have to wait on that. We'll just put that like that, I suppose. Just kind of hang this off the cliff a little bit. There, plenty of room up here. So you can see our whole factory down there. We've got belts going everywhere. But yeah, now basically this is a good way to do starter, quick wire for your tickets. Because this over time, as you're playing, will just sit here and accumulate more tickets. Now we have 22 because of the Ficsmas event and stuff like that, but yeah, so we're going to be doing really nice on the tickets, and this will just go. And because we don't need quick wire necessarily for anything right now, other than like a bit of research. Like if we can get 100 in here, which probably wouldn't take too long. Oh, we're already there. Alright, we'll go ahead and take that. You know what I'm also going to do too, is we're going to put another one of these down at base for sinking unwanted items. Because when you're trying to earn tickets and stuff like that, the one thing you don't want to do is delete, because there is a trash can in your inventory here. So basically what this does is if you want to delete something, let's say these 13 plates. I don't want these 13 plates. I can delete it and it's gone forever. The only problem is I don't earn anything from those plates anymore. So what you do, this is gonna hurt. Oh, never mind. Thought my knees were gonna go crack. Correct. Snap, crackle, pop. That's I'm like a human. People always say this. It's just like, some people are like human glow sticks. It's like I am a human glow stick. I do not glow, but I do crackle like one, like the professional ones, where you bend them and they go, just constant crackling. Yep, that's me when I stand up. It's like that, and my back just kills me as well. Trying to stand up and move around. Yep. I may not be the actual age, but I feel like I'm 50 years old, 50, 60 years old sometimes. Yeah, we can take that Caterium, and now we can do Caterium Electronics, which will unlock that. Which will unlock the next set of tree, like Mark II poles and things, and we'll have to wait for Mark Quickwire, but we can make this real quick, which is a zip line, which will help us navigate even faster around the map. Kind of. It depends on how you use it. I don't know if we can make one. I think you have to have Quickwire in order to make it. Oh, all we need is a Xeno Zapper. Okay. Yeah, we can make one of them. Boop. Now we can make a zipline. Very nice. Unfortunately, we don't have the hand slot for it, but if we swap that out with our thing, you got this. Now this thing's really cool. There's two modes to this. There's click and hold, which will make it work. And then there's right-click mode, which automatically goes. So if you push right-click, there we go. We hit the poles, unfortunately, but we can navigate a little bit easier around the map. somewhat easier. You can set up like track lines and stuff for your zip line if you like, but you can use power poles, and these don't have to be powered neither. They can be unpowered lines, and it'll still work because this thing has a an internal battery for it to be used, or for you to use, stuff like that. So really nice. Have we completed all the tiers yet? That's the other thing. Ah, too far. We have. Okay, now have we... I doubt we have, but have we made enough? It's a little bit laggy, so it's kind of hard to... kind of hard to get this down, because you get a little bit of input lag when you're like 60, 70 latency, so... A little bit harder to control than you would normal. We only need one more. Yay, we get to do that today. And it's dark, so we get to do that during the dark hours, which is even nicer. We got our 50. Sweet. Now, we don't want to delete this factory because we are going to need it for the next phase. But now we can go over to the space elevator and we get to do something very special. If you guys have not seen this, this is pretty cool. And like I said, it's going to be done at night, so it's going to be even cooler to look at. Especially with Lumen. Oh, it's going to look so good. And that'll be the highlight for this for this episode. So yep, you just put it in. And now we're ready to seal the container. Very nice. And now we're ready to send. And if we back up here, it's going to send it to space. And away she goes. Bye. Yep. Off to space. And now you can see we're in phase 2 now. Phase 2 is 500 smart plates, 500 versatile frameworks, and 500 automated wiring. So those are very, very complicated. And we don't even know how to make them yet. We know how to make the smart plates, but that's it. And since we've got an automatic smart plate machine, it's just going to make smart plates for us. Hopefully by the time we get everything else, those smart plates will be made. By the time we get everything else done. But now we're into phase 2. So basically, now that we've unlocked it, we can come back over here to the hub, and we can move on to coal power, which is our next big upgrade. So we're going to, because we need to really move on from this, we need some rotors. So we put in this, this, and this. This will unlock coal power, so that'll be our next goal for next episode, is to get coal power up and going. And then we can actually have our mega factories, because this right here, this is not sustainable. You want to try and get out of this as quickly as possible. Usually I don't. Usually I end up spending like 100 hours, 50 to 100 hours in biomass burning area of the game, because I usually like to set up mega factories. And I had, I think I had 10 or 20 last season, season 3. When we started out, you can check out season 3, by the way, the very beginning episode. That was pretty cool. Oh yeah, by the way, I wonder if this will work. Well, this might be too close. Yeah, this is probably going to be too close, but let's try it anyway. No. Maybe we need a bit of momentum. One second. Here we go. Pull! Nice. It is a little bit close. We will move it, but that's a quick way to get up here now. We don't have to go all the way around. Very nice. Yeah, and this is just making quick rides. See the tickets? We've already got 6 tickets. And basically we just hit the print coupons, puts it there, and you just control click and it puts it up in your inventory. So, very nice. There's a few different ways to earn tickets. So basically, before we end the episode here, because we're getting ready to, I know we didn't get a whole. Ow, my knees. That really hurt. I'm nearly dead. Don't we have Oh, we might have put them up. I was like, yeah, don't we have a way to get our health back up immediately? Okay. That actually really hurt. Just went sailing into the ground there. Yeah, we'll go ahead and spend. Oh, sorry, almost forgot. I gotta grab more rotors. So we're gonna grab another stack of rotors here. We need rotors for assemblers anyway, so. It'll be good to unlock coal power. As well, so. I'll show you what we spend tickets on too. Or what we can spend tickets on. Which we'll probably buy a few things. Yeah, there we go. And launch.
Milestone reached. Coal is an improved alternative power source to buy. Note.
Yeah, we already know. We already know about coal power. So basically, it's just like the real life. We burn coal inside of a generator, which generates power by burning coal. Off into space you go as well. And we're going to select the next milestone while we're here. Yeah, there's a little bit of lag going on. Oh, the almost went up to 50 FPS. Yeah, sorry about the whole issue here. I think it's my computer or my internet connection that's causing it, but also they are having issues on the high end for their other stuff. So that could be that too. We could go vehicular transport, which is going to be good. We'll move on into that. That'll force us into making modular frames, which we'll have to set up a new factory for. Yeah, everything's looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and buy some ticket stuff, some high ticket items, as it were. Now we can do organization, but I'm not going to worry about it too much because this is just a lot of this is just cosmetic. So I'm going to go for the more useful things. One being this stuff right here. So all of this, and let's do all of this as well, because this stuff is incredibly useful. So we'll go with all that. How much? 10 tickets so far, so we'll buy all of that. So basically we have ceiling conveyors, allows us to put conveyor connectors on the ceiling of the bottom side of a foundation, basically. Walls, wall conveyor connector, so you can put this on the wall, and then you can connect belts to that. This one allows you to pull a lift conveyor through a foundation, or through a ceiling tile as well. They do have ceiling tiles in this game, and it's the same essentially with this as well. So you've got the wall support and the wall hole for these, and then this one gives you the floor hole, so that's just like this one, same with that. And then the pipeline no indicator, I really like that because I'm not a fan of the indicators, only when I need them in certain areas, but I like clean pipes, so really nice. And then we've got the power outlet, which gives us wall power outlets for a single for one side of the wall, and the dual, which allows it to pull power through the wall, basically like a socket on your wall normally, just a really big version of it. And then we've also got foundations over here. We're probably going to ignore most of this for a while. I might do inverted ramps, but not right now. So yeah, in order to make use of those walls, we should probably buy some wall stuff as well, but I'll wait on that as well. We also have architecture, which is really nice. Obviously, we don't have steel. That's why the steel stuff is like the structural beam pack, the pillar set. This is all requiring steel, and we don't have steel unlocked, so we're not going to worry about that. A lot of this, again, cosmetic, not really needed. I might do the ladders. The ladders might be useful. We'll do ladders. Those might be incredibly useful. Ooh, concrete foundation. Yes, please give me. The asphalt ones. And we don't really need those right now. Oh, concrete wall. Yes, please give me. Um, let's see, what are we at? We're at 9. So we could do another 9. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the walls. We'll do uh, conveyor walls and door walls, I suppose. And that'll give us the simple stuff for that. We've already got the boom box and in the tapes. Equipment. I don't want a coffee cup. I'm good. Is there anything? No, there's nothing we really need to buy as far as I'm aware. We're gonna try and stay away from doing that kind of stuff right now. Uh, yeah, you know what? I'll go for the asphalt foundations as well. Over in architecture, just trying to figure out what we should buy here. And the concrete foundations are really gonna help. Oh, we're at 20. Oh crap. Um, the Fix-It Factory ladder. It's 3 tickets. I'm gonna get rid of that one. That'll give us 17. And we'll swap it for... Let's see, is there anything that costs just 1? No. About an organization. The street lights. Not really a fan of the street lights. I'm not going to do the Fix-It Factory cup. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Nope. And then, yeah, a lot of this is unavailable as well. Yeah, we'll do modern railings. Why not? We'll grab some railings. There, that'll be 18. Nice. So yeah, basically we spent all our tickets, but we've got a whole lot more. So if we go into our queue menu here, yeah, we got the coal generator, we've got the wall outlets, we've got a water extractor now too, for our coal power. Yeah, like I said, we got the wall connector, the ceiling mount, the floor mount, and then we've got all of this as well, which is going to help us out greatly. I'm surprised the conveyor stacker wasn't there for the pipes. Well, yeah, where's the pipes conveyor stacker? What the heck? I guess you gotta buy that. We also got fluid buffers unlocked as well. Of course, we unlocked that last time. So yeah, now we've got all these different types of walls, which will help. And we've got concrete walls, which are cheaper. So rather than concrete and plates, we're just concrete, because concrete's super cheap to do. Different type of walls. Yeah, we're gonna switch this all to concrete now, because concrete is the best. Very nice, very nice. Anyway, so now that we've got all that unlocked, and we're into phase 2, and oh, a pod's returning. I just heard it enter the atmosphere. There she is. I love the animations in this game, so good. Land, my beautiful craft. Land. Land in that tree. There you go. Set the tree on fire. Do it. No, never mind. Okay. Anyway, yeah, again, sorry about the technical issues, and of course me being, just emotionally exhausted right now. Just so tired. No matter how many hours of sleep I get, I'm just so exhausted currently. Just holiday stuff, you know how that goes. Yeah, anyway, hopefully you all had yourselves a great holiday season. And if you don't celebrate anything, hopefully you had a nice season. And Happy New Year, Happy 2024. And here's to the new year and stuff like that. Really nice. Again, I'd like to thank Boosteroid for allowing me to be a partnership be in partnership with them. And should you wish to purchase a subscription to Boosteroid, um, uh, there is a link down in the description below that will help you do that. And if you decide to use that link, I do thank you because you do help out the channel. So, um, but once again, like I said, that is going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory. So I do hope you enjoyed. And until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.